Thank you for joining the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the Long Island National Wildlife Refuge Complex in celebrating National Endangered Species Day. Today, we will be showing you some threatened and endangered species that you can find here in New York State. The Endangered Species Act of 1973 was signed into law after President Nixon declared that conservation efforts in the United States aimed towards preventing the extinction of species were inadequate. He called on the 93rd Congress to develop comprehensive endangered species legislation. The purpose of the Endangered Species Act is to protect and recover imperiled species and the ecosystems upon which they depend. It is administered by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the Commerce Department's National Marine Fisheries Service. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has primary responsibilities for terrestrial and freshwater organisms, while the responsibilities of the National Marine Fisheries Service are mainly marine wildlife. Under the Endangered Species Act, species may be listed as either endangered or threatened. Endangered means a species is in danger of extinction throughout all or a significant portion of its range. Threatened means a species is likely to become endangered within the foreseeable future. All species of plant and animals except pest insects are eligible for listing as endangered or threatened. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service's endangered species responsibilities include listing, reclassification, and delisting under the Endangered Species Act, providing information and biological opinions to federal agencies on their activities that may affect listed species, enforcing species protection under the Act, overseeing recovery activities for listed species, providing for the protection of important habitat, and providing assistance to states and others to assist with endangered species conservation efforts. The recovery process starts by conserving the ecosystems upon which endangered species and threatened species depend, and by developing and maintaining conservation programs for these species to improve their status to the point that protection under the Endangered Species Act is no longer necessary. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service collaborates with states, tribes, private landowners, non-governmental organizations, and federal partners to achieve on-the-ground conservation for species and habitats around the country. It is only through our inclusive efforts with the conservation community that we can collectively protect our shared resources. We must preserve what we can and conserve what we must. Our ecosystems depend on our protection, from the smallest insect to the tallest tree. Take only memories, leave only footprints. Some ways you can help threatened or endangered species are to plant native species in your backyard, obey signs and restrictions, keep your distance, never take native plant or wildlife species, do not feed wildlife such as red fox, bears, white-tailed deers, and raccoons. It causes more damage than it does good. Make birdhouses or bee boxes for your backyard, and put out bird feeders for our migratory birds and our local species. I hope you learned something new today about our endangered and threatened species within New York State. Come explore our refuges within the Long Island National Wildlife Refuge Complex and explore the many habitats these species rely on.